Welcome back and good morning. So today we have another review, but from a completely new brewer that we've never really looked at before. However, figured they have some clean design work, looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and give out a try and give a chance to Jack Henry Company, and this will be their premium clay pomade. So just overall, they reached out to me, and usually, I just mostly ignore a lot of these emails, but sometimes a brand stands out, and for the most part, I base it off of the kind of like the way they present themselves, the way they kind of the design work that kind of surrounds their brand. Because if they put care and love into that, then I would also hope that they put care and love into their products. And so let's go ahead and check it out, and we'll look at the jar up close. So the branding is very simple and straightforward. Jack Henry premium clay pomade here in a pixelated font, looks purposely done so, and just overall very minimal kind of paper label. Though if it's gonna be minimal like this, would have preferred it to be directly printed on. Then again, of course, we don't know whether they're pushing enough quantity to really make that cost effective, but either way, it's alright. Other kind of information on the side, you have information about the brand, and then information about the product here, also in the same pixelated font. 4 ounces, very simple ingredients list. So we're looking at kind of like a clay base, more so of like a wax oil based clay in a way, but we'll really see how that performs. Black plastic lid, and opening it up, it would actually remind us a lot of an old school oil base, just because it's like kind of opaque but semi-translucent, and the translucence is kind of really reminiscent of what we see with oil based products. Amber glass jar, let's go ahead and use it. Just as with the ingredients list of this product, super simple. The scent is also super simple and straightforward, and it's completely lavender. So slightly sweet, strong herbalness, no bite to it, but smooth overall. So let's go ahead and use it. See, scooping it out, it looks like it is tough like a waxy oil base, but it is breaking down. And what we really notice is that though it actually doesn't even look translucent anymore at all. I guess that was just like kind of like an illusion with like the amber glass and the way it reflected on the product. But yeah, it's completely opaque with the clay. And then smearing in your hands, actually breaks down pretty easily, and then you can really see the color of the bentonite like clay come through. And applying is actually surprisingly easy. So I was a little bit nervous the way it kind of like felt in the jar. It felt pretty thick, and which caused me to be a little bit nervous about applying it. But right now, might be a little difficult to get out of the jar, but it's pretty easy to apply into the hair for sure. Also, the lavender is starting to really come out now since we're starting to break down the product. So it's very much on the dry side, just in that like you don't feel a lot of presence out of the oil. Something that's really optimal with oil based like clay products is that because like the product never like really settles, and then definitely like remains workable throughout the whole day, it really matches with the clay texture aspect. And also by removing like the water, there's this kind of different texturizing effect that these products tend to have, which I prefer. Has a unique aesthetic that I prefer over water-based like clays. And we'll see whether or not this one also embodies it, but right now it feels like it should. So that should be the last scoop that we really need. And as you can tell, my hand's running through. It's pretty easy to apply. Not really difficult or discomforting to really just get it where you need it to be. Alright, we're just combing everything back now. As you can clearly see, very easy to comb through, very easy to work with so far. And go ahead and start styling. So we're already done, and as you noticed when I was combing it back, it almost styled like completely on its own. So in regards to being user friendly, it is very like user friendly. It's very intuitive to work with. And the strength I would put at a straight medium. It's maybe slightly kind of like. Actually, no, I would probably put it at a flat medium, and with like a very light weight. It feels very clean, very dry, and despite being an oil base, I do not feel the presence of the oil, like kind of oils at all. The texture is actually very lovely. I mean, it's sticky enough to hold together, but I guess what I feel uniquely right now is that the clay is also light. Kind of like the texturing is very light. I don't know how else to describe it, but it just feels very clean. You get a coarse texture, and surprisingly, you don't have to deal with kind of cleaning up any sort of like fine like texture. In other words, like stray hairs and whatnot. So it looks very nice. The volume is good, and the shape is just very, very nice. The finish, I would say, I'll put it at like a neutral, but there might be like a slight like luster, not a shine, but just some sort of luster, which I like. And so overall, it looks very nice. I'm actually pretty damn impressed. But go throughout the whole day and we'll see how it performs during the day. Okay, so we're back now, and I have to be honest with you guys, I love it. I mean, this product is as though someone had the same ideas as like I did with like Cellar Door, but kind of went about it in a slightly different way. So like same general like end goal, but kind of took a different path, because what we see here is like an oil-based clay pomade, super clean, feels dry. The oil like based aspects, the advantages we're able to take out of it, while you don't actually feel as though it is like an oil base or anything. And so it's like something that I would use on the weekend, something I would take to the gym, and something I would use at work, because look, I don't need something that's like rock hard, super strong, anything super crazy at work or at any of those things. I just want something that keeps my hair out of the way, keeps like the aesthetic pretty well, and has a like kind of like a nice texture that looks good when it's formed, looks good when it's messed up, and kind of looks good throughout the entire day. And this is it. I mean, the endurance. So kind of going through like the list, is not the best. Obviously, it gets messed up. Like any other textured product that's not super brutal or anything, it's a medium, like hold, lightweight, so it gets messed up. That's fine. Restyling though is super easy. You can use your hands to kind of keep it out of your hair and out of your face. You can also use a comb to get a little bit more volume out of it than what you can get with your fingers, but overall still very stylable. It's still very present in my hair. Dryness doesn't feel dry at all. Like hardens, not at all. Greasy, not at all. It's just super clean. Definitely one of the cleanest things we use. Now rinsing it out, yes, you can shampoo it. It will feel as though you got it all out, but no, there still will be a little bit left. But overall, like, it stays clean. It doesn't bother me, so I don't really mind. Now, if it was like a straight up grease, a straight up oil base that we're like accustomed to, then yeah, I would be super upset, super annoyed with it. But this thing feels clean, and so with no doubt at all, Premium Clay Pomade by Jack Henry receives my seal of approval. I did not know what to expect. I was expecting when I first saw this, I was thinking, why would I pay that much for such a simple product, for something that is just so simple? I mean, simplicity has its place, and simplicity can be done right, but this isn't the first time someone has attempted this, and so I was kind of skeptical, but I was actually very surprisingly pleased with how it turned out, and I definitely think it's something worthwhile to consider, something definitely worthwhile to try out, especially in comparison to those of you who really like Cellar Door, or those of you who really like the Baxter clay. Like, this is an alternative that you should definitely consider. But either way, because of the price, we also offer the promo code. Works with them, trying to convince them to get it down a bit. You should get a significant discount when you use the Pomp, all caps, and buy direct from Jack Henry. And yeah, so hope you guys got something out of that review. Other than that, take care, guys, and I'll see you guys next weekend or the following weekend. Take care.